What's going on, everyone? Anticipating everyone's having a fabulous day today. A little dreary and somber where I'm from, but I'm not gonna let this keep me down. This weather. Trying to keep that positive vibration and energy in full motion. That way, I can reflect that positive vibe onto others I encounter, and that way they can manifest that energy that they're receiving from me into their environment, and keep that positive energy flowing because it's much needed in the degenerate cycles that we're currently occupying today. Well, this age. Um, Let me give you a formal introduction real quick. I'll go by the name of Son of Sopdet. Son is S-U-N, Sopdet, S-O-P-D-E-T. For the few that may know, you know what it is, but for many, all it is it's associated with the star in the east. The English call it Sirius. The ancient ancestors, the Kemites, the proper name that they go by, they call it Sopdet. And it's all it is she who is sharp, in reference to the brightness and the illuminated appearance of the star of the east. Um, so that's my formal introduction right there, Son of Sopdet. Um, my purpose behind creating these videos to raise awareness. For those of you who are already conscious and know what's going on and just trying to keep that positive energy going, hey, peace and love to you. Peace and love to the ones that don't know. Peace and love to everyone on the planet. But I'm trying to raise awareness, not so much bring about solutions to people, because you're the one that has to find a solution from within. Um, I can only uh, give you information. I can't serve as a vicarious savior for your problems. You have to be the one to come to grips with who you are and how can you bring about remedy in your life. But topics I'm going to be covering. There's so much negativity going on in this world today in America. So it's going to be a lot of issues I'm going to be elaborating on. But in particular, in this introduction, I want to briefly talk about we'll talk about materialism, and that so-called green dollar bill we call money, um, that fictitious use of paper that we chase on a constant basis. That as well, because they work in tandem with each other. But as most of us know, materialism bleeds America, and that's America's true and divine religion, materialism. Um, we're so distracted by iPhones, iPads, the latest software, electronics, clothes, different merchandise, reality shows, all this stuff. The television, what you call television, um, they're sucking our energy, and they're steering us in the wrong direction right now. We're currently regressing. We're devolving from being the human being. Um, now we have attained robotic characteristics. Our life is so structured now. As I always say, a little structure in life is important, but too much structure can render you to be a robot, and that's what we are now. We're not. I'm not even gonna say robots. We're animals. Um, you got destitution, you got oppression, you got um, atrocities associated with uh, war. You got famine, attrition, i.e., death. There's a lot of this going on today, this age, and now this energy is so powerful now, but it's so negative, and the world isn't out of balance. It's not in rhythm. It's too much negative, way too much negative, and it engulfs the positive. This is the negative, the full circle, and this is the positive, just like that. And we're so distracted, we're not even aware of it, especially in America. You know, I get on America the most because America has been put on this pedestal to be the remarkable country of the world, the best country of freedom. This country is not free whatsoever. There are so many forms of indirect and direct control that people can't even conceive it. And that's a whole other topic I'm going to be confabulating on. But just to give you a brief synopsis on what I'm going to be talking about. But like I said, I'm going to try to stick to the topic. My synapses, they move really quick, and I tend to link other topics to each other, and your perception might be as man, he's losing me. But I don't try to lose people whatsoever. I just tend to connect the dots with everything fairly quickly, and I might go off in another subject matter, and then I might be talking about something else. But I'll do my best rather to link it together. But like I said, I'm gonna try to keep it succinct as possible. Just want to touch bases with the materialism. Um, like I said, we're distracted by all these electronics, by everything. Um, we're looking outside ourselves for some kind of for some kind of happiness, um, and we have to get out of this slave mindset, this slave mentality. Um, and on top of that materialistic world is that almighty or so-called almighty dollar bill. Washington, whatever you want to call it. I call it fiat money or legal tender. It's not even power. You know, it's a hack-eyed expression going around saying that money is power. Money is not power. Money is practically meaningless. Money is everything about money is powerless. Um, we create we make money power. We put our energy out there and say money is power, and we're we're enslaved by money. And we don't. A lot of us don't realize it that it controls our lives so much. You know what I mean? We'll go out on a limb to make that extra buck and to compromise ourselves and our overall vitality in order to make something that's wicked, that's something you don't even really own. You know, money's in constant circulation. So how can you say I'm going to get my check today? I'm going to get my money. It's not your money. You know, the Federal Reserve, they print this money, and it's not yours because it's in incessant circulation. So it's like it that's totally insignificant to say that that's your money. It's not, because you're going to spend it tomorrow or that next week or next year. You're going to spend it sometime soon, so it's not even really yours. So what's the point in chasing it? You know, people might argue and say, yeah, you got to live, you got to eat, you know, you need clothes, but um, there are ways outside of that, and I'm gonna, you know, elaborate on on those topics, but not in this particular video. I just want to give an underlying message to those to get them to think. You know, that's the whole sole purpose of me creating these videos, to get you to think. But like I said, this money thing, we gotta stop. You know, and we got these so-called artists, hip hop artists, exploiting our youth and telling them to chase our dollar bills, particularly the so-called African Americans. Um, and I say so-called because I don't use those appellations to associate people with uh, that type of those type of demeanors. You know what I mean? I call people people, or my fellow consciousness, or the beings. You know what I mean? Another video, but just bear with me. But we, us as parents, I wouldn't say exploit our kids, but we tell them, we give them a role, we give them a narrow perception on life to get a good job and work. No, don't tell them that. Tell them go through life, and as a matter of fact, I can't even tell you what to tell them. You have to search deep inside. Don't go off what society wants you to do, such as go to college, get a good job, and have a couple of kids, and you know, get on medication by 50, because that's like every American almost now, and die at 65, and then keep the cycle and well perpetualize the cycle with the children. But this dollar, this materialistic paper, we have to stop chasing it. We have to search deep in within ourselves. We really do for answers. Um, this world, like I said, is full of distractions. It really is. And they're pushing them much more tougher now because they know the cycles. And when I say they, the ones in control, they know um, what's going on. They know this energy is high. They know that uh, the generation that I like to say, the 18 and 25 generation in particular, not to disparage anyone from any other generation, but to say in particular, my generation, we're the very few, they get it. They know how the system works, like the back of their hand now. They get it. You know what I mean? A lot of us still don't get it, but they get it. So they're pushing all these electronics down our throat. They're giving these empty vessels, what they call Hollywood stars, these reality shows to keep us distracted. They know. They know what's going on. The energy on the planet is reaching a inconceivable level right now. So they got to keep us distracted. They have to keep our minds saturated with utter bullshit. And excuse my language, but that's how I feel, and that's coming from the heart. So we as individuals, the conscious ones, the ones that's on the right path, the ones and I'm gonna say right path because a lot of you guys are not on the right path. You live in the path of destruction, and it's inevitable now. So shout out to the ones that's living the righteous path, keeping everything in balance, trying their best to keep that energy flowing. We need that. It's gonna be tough out there, but we have to be the ones to remain strong because we've chosen ourselves to come to this planet and to be leaders and to show people, not to tell them, but to show them that there's another way besides living life like this. Um, like I said, though, I want to keep it as terse as possible. I just wanted to touch on the subject matter regarding materialism, the dollar bill. Stop chasing that green. Chase the real green. That's the trees outside. That's gonna give you answers. That's knowledge. That's success. You know what I mean? People always say, "Well, success is determined how by the amount of money you make. Your annual income." No, it's not success. In society's eyes, that might be deemed as success, but in reality, success is who you are. Finding out who you are. What's your purpose? If success was determined by the amount of knowledge someone have, I would say no one in America, well, 90% of Americans have failed. They're not successful. They're living a life of uh, greedy expenditure. They're living a life of uh, uh, being ostentatious, showing themselves. Oh, look at my car. Look at my rims. Look at my new phone I got. Oh, my phone's better than yours. Oh, look at his shoes. Come on. Come on. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. That's animalistic character. That's animalistic behavior right there. You know what I mean? The so-called animals that we uh, like to say that they're animals, come on now. They're not even barbaric like these so-called humans are today. They're killing each other. You got so much of this negative energy flowing. We gotta get out this mindset. And I'm not here just to constantly elaborate on those issues because that's negative energy right there. And I don't want to keep that. I don't want to wallow in that. You know what I mean? I want to keep the positive vibe going. But um, like I said, stop chasing it. Chase inside. Chase this. Chase this. Chase everything inside. Seek happiness internally, not externally. So, like I said, keep it short. Want to elaborate on those issues. I apologize if You know, if you think that the video, um, I was kind of off task because I know how I can get at times, but uh, appreciate those who, you know, took something from it. Appreciate those who didn't take anything from it. You know what I mean? Um, that's yin yang right there. That's the positive negative. Just trying to keep it in balance. So, peace and love to all of you. Keep that energy flowing. Keep it positive. More videos to come. Stay up, YouTube.